welcome to Open Mic UK Artist Development Tutorials. My name's Chantal Elizabeth, and today we're going to be looking at vocal exercises for singers, where I'm going to give you 7 exercises to really push your vocal capabilities. There are a huge variety of vocal exercises that you can be doing to develop and expand your vocal performance. Vocal exercises are an essential part of improving, developing and maintaining your voice. Practicing daily vocal exercises and fitting them into your routine is the start of becoming a serious vocalist. So you want to take your singing seriously and potentially make a career out of it. My advice to you is to get a singing coach. But as a starting point, we're going to just talk about some simple basic exercises that will really start developing your focus, your ability, everything. The joy of being a singer is that you can carry your voice anywhere, no matter where you are. You can fit these into your routine. You don't have to take out a big chunky instrument. You just sing in the shower, you sing in the car, you sing wherever you can, and you add these exercises into your daily plan. So let's get started looking at some vocal exercises that can really take your performance to the next level. Like any muscle, your voice has to be trained, it has to be worked out. Not only increasing your vocal range, doing vocal exercises will protect your voice from any damage. By doing daily exercises, you'll also improve your sound. You'll get to know what your voice is capable of and all the different nuances that you're able to create with it. So all these exercises we're going to look at today are quite simple and can be done quickly. These are the sort of thing you want to fit in before a gig, before your rehearsals, and again, as I said repeatedly, on a daily basis. So now I've convinced you to do some vocal exercises, let's look at some really basic ones and get you going. Number 1, breath control exercises. Now there's no excuse here. You can do this anywhere. You need to get a really good handle on what your body is doing when it takes a breath, because if you run out of breath on stage in the middle of a performance, there's nothing worse. Getting to grips with basic breathing exercises and how to breathe as deep as possible is what's going to get you those really high notes. So make sure your shoulders are not rising when you breathe. This indicates shallow breath and you'll never hit those high notes or spit that long rap. Lie on the floor, breathe in through your nose and breathe right into your belly. Let your chest expand with air, and when you can't breathe in anymore, let it all out, letting your chest go down first with your belly expelling all that air last. Singing can be very demanding on your body physically, so practicing this type of breathing in different situations around your life is really good for you as a singer. So the second warm-up exercise we're going to look at today is the lip bubble, which is really exciting. There are some YouTube videos that you can use to look at this exercise properly, and don't feel silly doing it. This is something all professional singers do before any gig. They do have a dressing room, but you need to get used to doing this. If you're doing this properly, you're going to take hold of your face and lift it and make sure that you are isolating your lips. But you are basically just going to go and really let your face, jaw relax and warm up and get a sensation going in your lips. Once you get a bit comfortable with it, you can start doing scales and varying what you do with it vocally. So for example, these are all great things to do, and although this is not the sort of thing you want to be doing while you're on the bus going to work, you can definitely find an isolated space in your life to practice this. You should feel like you've got a tingling sensation in your lips afterwards, and this is great because this means that your body's starting to get relaxed and your mouth and jaw and neck is starting to loosen up, ready for your performance. Exercise number 3 is humming. Now this can be done anywhere, and you're basically going to take a the kind of sound you might make after you've had something lovely to eat. You don't want to pronounce the H. We're not going for hum, because that doesn't allow you to control your breath as well. We were just looking for that and starting with scales and using single notes and moving about the range is a really great starting point. So number 4 is ing. So the word sing, we're going to drop the S and what we're looking for is ng. It feels quite nasal at first, but it's working on a different part in your body. It's a great one to add to your routine. Use it to slide through scales or melodies of the songs that you're working on, or just use it to hit individual notes. Don't use too much breath, and keep your tongue flat and as comfortable as possible. Vocal exercise number 5 is perfecting your vowels. Quite often when you hear a singer and then you listen to them in an interview, you can hear how strong their accent is, but you wouldn't pick that up when they're singing. It's really important to pronounce your words and let your audience connect with what you're saying. There's no point in writing a beautiful song if nobody knows what you're singing. Vowels can have a major impact on anything you sing, and they're often the part that really showcases your voice. They're the notes that you hold and sustain. Good pronunciation of your vowels is really important, and they make great exercises for you to develop and add into your routine. Practicing all the vowel sounds is a great vocal exercise and can be done with a sliding scale or a scale that you're working on, or even part of a melody that you're working on as well. So a good starting point is to make a really nice narrow O. Use it in scales, again, just a short melody. And then you're looking to develop E as in see, oo as in soon, as in stare, O as in snow, I as in sky, and as in star. Use one sustained note or 4 or 5 other notes close to each other, or again a nice melody you're working on. Make sure you don't bring any into it, because that changes the way you control your breath. Exercise number 6 is all about pronunciation. Dictation for singers. It's important that your audience understands what you're on about. So take the time to work on how you say what you're trying to say. Add consonants into your vocal exercises to really crisp up those words that you are pronouncing. If you notice when you're singing in rehearsal that there's some particular words that aren't coming out right, those are the ones to practice on. Vocal exercise number 7 is speak singing. Your voice is most relaxed when you're speaking in your own voice, so this is a good place to start when you're warming up. Work on tricky, more challenging parts of a song in your speaking voice in small parts. Speak singing can be used quite readily in all sorts of music. So developing a way of making this sound good and practicing it regularly not only will be great for your voice, your control, your breathing, but also might be something that adds uniqueness to you and your vocal performance in the future. So there we have 7 exercises for you to add into your daily practice. Always before a performance, always before rehearsal, start taking yourself seriously. So we have some downloadable singing exercises for you if you go to our website at openmicuk.co.uk/advice/vocal exercises for singers. There's a couple of PDFs there that you can download at the end of the article that will really help you remember what I've talked about here and give you a little bit more. So whether you've just started as a singer or if you've been singing for ages, adding these 7 exercises to your daily practice will make you a better singer. When you're ready, join the competition and let's see what you've got. If you want more advice, then visit our webpage openmicuk.co.uk/advice. You can find out anything you want about the music industry here. My name's Chantel. I'll see you again soon. Bye!